There is this buzzword, investment bubble. So we have WeWork case, we have even Uber failing there. What is Startup Portugal role in making companies prone into becoming out of that scenario?
So Miguel, it's a very interesting question. I think I'm under the impression that is a more US-driven problem than it's national. Particularly for Portugal, we have very low valuations for our companies at the moment. So there's and I'm not incentivizing a further bubble on the Portuguese startups, but there is huge opportunities in Portugal in that sense, and for many different reasons, for the local ecosystem investment strategy in the latest years, to the fact that we haven't seen crazy valuations for national startups. I think this is a more US problem than a European problem for a simple reason. US can aggregate funds from the whole North America and Canada into 2 or 3 investment areas in the US, and that brings the possibility of doing huge rounds of investment in startups. In Europe, that's not the case. So most of the funds are built around national initiatives or national players, which breaks apart the volume of investment. So what I mean by this is that if you want to do 100, 200, 300 million rounds in Europe, if you are a really good project, you have to have a really cool technology and being on the way to the moon, but you will be able to do it. However, if you want to do 1 billion, 2 billion rounds, it will be very difficult. The reason for this is that the nature of these funds, it's located to the national players. And even Germany or France, even our friends who just departed the UK, they don't have the capability of doing such syndicacy for rounds of investment. Altogether we might do, but not as single countries. So this brings us to the scenario of high exponential valuations to investments, like we saw in WeWork. And that it's hard to happen over here because of this, because the valuations can be high, but the investments will be reasonably pulled down. And I think most of the European startups, if something, are undervaluated.